you tend to have performance issues, pause. Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, I am Chantel, also known as Tellytale, and we discuss perfumes, womanhood, hygiene, and all of the great things in between. For those of you that are my oldies but goodies, thank you so much for joining me again. Today we are going to discuss your perfumes, your fragrances, and how to get them to last longer. If you have issues with perfume performance, i.e. the longevity or the projection of your perfumes, and you want to hear how to make them last longer and pop up off the skin more, stay tuned. One thing I notice is that a lot of people, when they talk about fragrances and longevity, they tend to say that you have to get more expensive fragrances or higher quality fragrances. None of the tips that I have will include that as a tip, because it is my personal opinion that you don't need to spend a lot of money in order to get the best performance out of a fragrance. So here I have 6 different tips that can help you with your performance, and none of these tips will include spending a lot of money on a high quality or more expensive or niche luxury or designer brand fragrance, because that's not feasible for all of us, and we still deserve to have our fragrance perform like the way that we want it to. Let's go. The first tip that I have is to start with clean and fresh skin. You know how sometimes when you reapply your perfumes on the second half of your day or maybe the third half of your day without cleansing your skin, for some reason it doesn't seem to last longer. I don't necessarily know what the science is behind this, but it almost kind of seemed like makeup. You know how when you first apply your makeup to fresh, clean skin, it tends to stick on there longer versus when you apply it to skin that has maybe like the oils have started to come out. It almost seems like that is the same concept as perfume. We'll talk about what to bathe with in order to help you with performance as well, but the first tip is to always start with fresh and clean skin. My second tip, it doesn't necessarily help me more. My second tip refers back to the shower. Now, for some people, not necessarily me, but I think that it will be helpful for me to discuss this anyway. Your shower gels, shower washes, scrubs, bar soaps, whatever you use tends to help a lot of people with their shower, with their scent experience. Now, it does not mean that you have to use a shower gel that is made by the perfume company or the body splash company that you're using. Just something that's scented and complements the skin well. For a lot of people, it helps with the layering experience, which in turn help with longevity. Speaking of layering, I also think it is a great idea to layer your fragrances on your body. And I'm not saying layering with the lotions and things of that nature. We'll get into that in a moment, but I'm meaning layering your application. So when I first get out the shower, now if you're sensitive, this might not be something that is a great tip for you. But for me, when I first get out the shower, the first thing I do is I spray myself with my body splash, my body, whatever fragrance that I'm using, my perfumes, whatever fragrance that I'm using. And then I put on my lotions, oils, butters, whatever I am using in order to hydrate and moisturize my skin. Then I go back in with the perfume or the body splash as well, put on my clothes, do what I need to do, and then go over it again with the fragrance. With that, it almost seems like you're layering the fragrance and you're helping yourself in the event that one layer may come off throughout the day, or you know how sometimes you go outside and the scent that's on your clothes, it goes away. Well, then you have the scent on your skin to kind of back up each other. So I guess a good way of saying this is it almost seems like the scents play back up to each other. It's like once the first line of defense is out, then you got the second line of defense. I don't know what it is about layering my fragrance on top of each other, but they seem to be wonderful in helping each other. So making sure that you not only apply your fragrance just once, but throughout the process of moisturizing your skin as well. I hope that made sense. I mentioned it in the last tip, but that is layering with your lotions, your oils, and your body butters. You want to find, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a lotion or oil that's made by the perfumer or made by the fragrance brand that you are wearing. finding something that complements that fragrance, that is scented, and then using those in combination with your fragrances or your body mist, it is going to help with the longevity and the retention as well. Again, it does not need to be something that is made by the perfume brand. It just needs to have something that is scented. I also believe that perfume tends to stick better on moisturized skin. It's almost like the moisturizer. It adheres to the skin and it gives the perfume something to adhere to your skin, which in turn stick to your skin. I'm not sure exactly what the science is behind it, but keeping your skin moisturized and using a moisturizer, an oil, a body butter, something that is scented will also help you with your scent longevity and also your projection. Another tip that I have is to use concentrated sprays. One thing that I absolutely cannot stand is when people do that thing where they just like spraying all over, just kind of, and a lot of the actual fragrance is getting in the air. That's nice for the optics, but when you actually want to have your scent last, you need to be spraying concentrated and intentional sprays throughout your body on several different places. The places that I like to spray, I don't necessarily like to spray right here because that place, when you are washing your hands, it is easy to wash off. I like to spray right here. I like to spray behind my back. If it is a strong scent, I avoid the neck area. But for most of my scents, I can spray it right there in the neck area in between the bosom. If it is a strong scent, I go underneath the bosom and I just do from waist down. I also like to get in the corners of my arms, right behind my neck, shoulder area behind your neck, because when someone hugs you, they can pick up on that scent behind your knees. It also maybe, and I've even seen people like Fumi Monet on TikTok mention spraying your ankles as well. So making sure you're spraying the parts of your body that tend to get warmer as your temperature rises, and also parts of your body, especially if you're a hand talker like me, spraying right here is going to also help the scent project throughout the area as well. So intentional sprays and then spraying on those hot zones on your body. I'm gonna just count those as two separate things, even though I put them together. The last and final tip that I have, and this might not be realistic for a lot of people because nowadays, in my opinion, scents all across the board, body splashes, fragrance oils, everything is expensive. But if you can layer different concentrations of a specific scent, then that will probably be helpful as well. So let's just say, for instance, Delina. I'm not a Delina fan. I'm an exclusive lover, but I do not like OG Delina. But I'm just going to use that as an example because that tends to come in various forms. So if you like Delina and you have the perfume, maybe using the body mist all over or the hair mist all over, also using the body cream, and as well as the oil formulation, if there is an oil formulation to that. That just ensures that you are using various concentrations of the scent, and it helps with the longevity and also helps with the projection. For me, I have to really love a fragrance in order to find every concentration. For me, that's Baccarat Rouge 540. I know how a lot of people feel about that, but that's just a great example. I think that's all that I have for today. If you have any tips that I did not cover, let's go ahead and have a discussion below. If you also have questions about anything that I have, I'm always here in the comments answering questions. Otherwise, I will talk to y'all later, and thank y'all again for rocking with me this long. You are a real one if you stayed to the end. All right, I will see y'all next time.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss, just do it.